Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
It is not over yet. Coronavirus cases are climbing here at home. We're going to take a look at the numbers for you. Plus, one man is dead and a woman is in police custody after a shooting in Detroit that might have stemmed from a deadly road rage incident. That investigation topping our show here at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Evrod Cassimy. We want to show you the scene on Jefferson, East Jefferson, here in downtown Detroit, right near Beaubien, and it happened late last night. Our Victor Williams has been following this story for us this afternoon. Victor, what are you learning about the circumstances surrounding the incident and the people believed to be involved in this?
Well, Evrod, all stemming from road rage. This isn't something that you would normally expect to happen downtown, but now one person is dead, all because of something that happened behind the wheel. Police are investigating a shooting that left a 24-year-old dead overnight in the middle of East Jefferson downtown. It's believed that 24-year-old was driving a Land Rover when he was involved in an incident with two bicyclists, one of them a 28-year-old woman who was a CPL holder. When the driver of the Land Rover got out of his vehicle to approach the two, that's when the woman pulled out the gun, fatally shooting the man. And we are less than 24 hours into the beginning of this investigation, so we'll have to see what type of charges are going to be pressed against this woman. Reporting live from downtown, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Victor, thank you for the update there. Making news at this hour, one person dead after a crash on Detroit's west side now. This happened in the area of Grand River and McNichols. Police are telling us that a car hit a motorcycle and the motorcycle rider was killed. The driver was arrested there at the scene, and police are continuing to investigate what would have caused this crash. Over to Detroit's east side now, an investigation there underway after a crash sends an SUV right into a barber shop. This is video of the scene from Sky 4 over the scene this morning. It's on East 7 Mile in Lamont. You can see some pretty significant damage to the front of the shop. We're working to get more information on the conditions of the drivers and or anyone that might or might not have been inside. Over to Lincoln Park now, a car crashed into an appliance store. This one happened in the area of Fort and Mill, just north of Champaign. There's no word on the condition of the driver involved in this crash. Also making headlines this afternoon as we begin the third quarter of the calendar year. Detroit's automakers are reporting second quarter sales, and the numbers are negative. The COVID-19 pandemic took a dramatic toll on the companies. Fiat Chrysler Automobiles reporting sales down 39% for April, May, and June. FCA did say 20% of its sales leads began online. And now General Motors says sales for the quarter dropped 34%, but after a dismal April, sales were not down as much in May and June. Ford has not yet reported sales for the quarter. All right, so we're closely monitoring the coronavirus case count for you here at home. And as of our last update on Tuesday afternoon, just yesterday afternoon, there are 32 more confirmed deaths from COVID-19. And in total, we've lost more than 5,900 people to the virus. Michigan has more than 63,000 confirmed cases, and this is up 373 cases as of yesterday afternoon. And as of Saturday afternoon, the official recovery total was 51,099. That number updated only once a week. In the meantime, we are still in contact with the governor's office as we are waiting for her to offer some more clarity about the state's next steps in the COVID-19 battle. The state is not going to be moving into reopening phase 5 by this weekend as originally planned or hoped. The governor has also revealed her return to school plan on Tuesday, which you can view in its entirety by going to clickondetroit.com. But speaking of heading back to school, we're getting a look at what things could look like. Kindergartners and preschoolers in Malaysia opened up today after a 3-month closure due to the coronavirus pandemic. Guidelines had been given to all kindergartens nationwide to ensure the safety of all students, and all teachers, along with children, were required to sanitize their hands before they enter the classroom. Then their body temperatures were also taken, and partitions are put in place to help children maintain a safe distance from each other. So with this new system, only half of the classroom capacity will be occupied every day. Children are required to stay home, and they can virtually join in lessons from home if they are required to stay at home. On the national front of things, though, coronavirus cases continue to spike here in the U.S. And in total, more than 127,000 Americans have died from the illness. There are more than 2.6 million confirmed cases in the U.S., and that is according to a Johns Hopkins University database. In the meantime, health officials agree that face masks can slow the spread of coronavirus. So our Sam Brock has taken a look at what's the best kind.
This morning, the battle over masks is raging nationwide. In city council meetings,
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask.
in stores,
I have a breathing problem. My doctor would not let me wear a mask.
and even in the halls of Congress.
Unfortunately, this simple life-saving practice has become part of the political debate.
I am very concerned.
Speaking to senators Tuesday, Dr. Anthony Fauci making the startling prediction the U.S. could soon have 100,000 new COVID cases a day unless Americans take precautions.
There's no doubt that wearing masks protects you and gets you to be protected. So it's people protecting each other.
Please, wear a face covering when you go out in public.
A new study shedding light on just how effective certain masks can be. Researchers at Florida Atlantic University used a laser to measure how far droplets go with different coverings and found a well-fitting homemade mask stitched with 2 layers of fabric kept particles to just a couple inches away. A bandana was the least effective, allowing those same droplets to travel more than 3 feet away. The scientists say without any mask, particles from coughs and sneezes fly more than 8 feet. Out on the streets of Miami Beach, where masks are now mandatory, most people we spoke with were on board.
If it saves lives, I definitely am for it.
I don't want to not wear my mask, go around my parents, and then I take the virus around them.
People thinking of others, a positive sign in the midst of a still stormy debate.
There appears to be a heavy economic toll to not wearing a mask as well. Investment bank Goldman Sachs crunched the numbers and found that a national mask mandate would be more effective than lockdowns and would likely save the U.S. GDP about 5% a year, which last year was $21.4 trillion. So you're talking about more than $1 trillion in money saved just from wearing masks. In Miami Beach, Sam Brock, NBC News.
All right, thank you, Sam. Right now we want to switch gears and talk about a forecast as we take a live look from our Windsor Skycam this afternoon. A beautiful look at the Detroit Skycam, Skyline, I should say. Happy Canada Day to all of the Canadians that are watching over in Windsor this afternoon. Meteorologist Brianna Rue is standing by for us with a look at how hot we are going to get today.
Well, it's going to be warm, no doubt about it, Evrod, but still manageable mugginess. We've been talking about that for days. Now, it is up a little bit today and maybe a little more tomorrow, but I think we wait till Friday till we really get into it. This is the opposite view that we just showed you from Windsor to Detroit. This is on top of the Penobscot building high downtown looking toward southern Ontario. Good afternoon, Canada. You can see the Joe right down there, bottom right, 83 degrees and calm winds. Humidity's at 50%. Not too bad. Temperatures elsewhere are low and middle 80s, just about everywhere. But the winds coming off of Lake Erie keep Grosse Ile and Harrow, Ontario, 78 degrees. The heat index is the heat and humidity, and it's only a degree or so above the actual air temperature. Again, not too bad for as warm as it's been. Now, that being said, find shade, drink lots of water, do what you can. But it's sunshine on this hump day, 86 at 2 p.m., 88 your afternoon high, may feel closer to 90, but we have temperatures in that 7-day with heat indices closer to triple digits. Evrod, it's straight ahead.
All right, Brandon will be checking in with you shortly. New at noon, more than a dozen people are arrested as police clear a protest zone in Seattle. Recent violence there in the area prompted the mayor to order the police to move in. Tensions were high, as you can imagine, as the officers pushed protesters out of what's known as the Capitol Hill Organized Protest, or CHOP zone, early this morning. They swarmed the area, they tore down tents and fences, and even used bike lanes to move some of those protesters out. Demonstrators held the area for weeks. They took to the streets after the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis. All right, still to come here on Local 4 News at noon. Thousands of protesters are out in the streets in Hong Kong. We'll tell you what led to the unrest there and why the UK is getting involved.